Welcome back, everyone. We just wrapped up a massive cloud and DevOps integration block. And today, well, we're kicking off something completely new. Welcome to our brand new time series and finance block of this explainer. We're starting this journey with Statsmodels. It's a powerful Python library built specifically for statistical modeling and time series analysis. If you've ever wanted to look under the hood of your data to understand the true, actual mechanics of how things relate to each other, you're in exactly the right place. So, here's a question for you. Do you just want to predict the future, or do you want to understand precisely why it happens? It's a really crucial distinction. You see, a lot of modern machine learning kind of acts like a black box. It gives you a highly accurate prediction, sure, but it won't necessarily tell you how it got there. Today, we're moving away from that black box nature and stepping right into the illuminating power of statistical inference. We're actually going to learn how to prove relationships within our data. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start by untangling prediction versus inference, move into building basic regression models, and then break down the core concept of time series data. From there, we'll tackle ARIMA models and seasonality, test these concepts in a real-world business scenario, and finally, give you a clear framework for choosing the right tools. Let's start with Section 1, Prediction versus Inference. To really grasp what Statsmodels does, we need to compare it to the baseline we established in our earlier scikit-learn explainer. Properly understanding this distinction is going to frame our entire discussion right from the jump. Think back to our work with scikit-learn. When you train a scikit-learn model, your primary goal is prediction. You want to build a model designed to predict a given target value on new, unseen data as accurately as reasonably possible. Statsmodels, it's a completely different beast. Instead of pure raw accuracy, it focuses heavily on statistical inference. It genuinely wants to help you understand why a given relationship exists within your data. It asks the hard questions. Which factors actually matter? How strongly does each one matter? And exactly how statistically confident can you be regarding those effects? Moving on to Section 2, Building Basic Regression Models. Seeing Statsmodels in practice will directly help make this theoretical distinction between inference and prediction much more concrete. After installing Statsmodels, you can fit a linear regression model using sm.ols, which stands for Ordinary Least Squares. You just pass in your target variable and your input features and call .fit. But here is where the magic happens. You call .summary on that fitted model. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer depth of information the .summary function provides. Instead of a basic coefficient array, Statsmodels hands you a remarkably detailed, comprehensive statistical report. You get precise p-values and confidence intervals for every single input feature. It's considerably more detailed statistical information than scikit-learn's simpler linear regression class typically gives you. All right, Section 3, Understanding Time Series Data. This represents the single most important conceptual foundation you need to understand this entire block. So what exactly is it? Well, a time series simply refers to data that has been collected sequentially over genuine time. Think of daily stock prices, or maybe monthly sales figures. But here is the absolutely critical difference between time series data and the standard tabular data we worked with in our machine learning block. The specific order matters enormously. Why? Because a given value recorded yesterday frequently, fundamentally influences what value gets recorded today. You literally cannot shuffle the rows without completely destroying the meaning of the data. And that brings us directly to a fundamental time series concept, autocorrelation. Because yesterday influences today, we cannot simply treat time series data the same naive way we treat independent tabular data. Autocorrelation refers to the exact degree to which a time series' own past values genuinely predict its own future values. Statsmodels provides dedicated tools for this directly through its TSA module, which stands for Time Series Analysis, handling this exact kind of temporal dependency. Let's move right into Section 4, ARIMA models and seasonality. Now that we know we have this temporal dependency to deal with, let's look at the specific tools Statsmodels provides to tame it. Meet ARIMA. This is quite possibly Statsmodels' most well-known and widely used time series model. ARIMA stands for Autoregressive Integrated Moving Average. It elegantly combines three distinct components. First, the autoregressive component. This uses a given time series' own past values to predict future values. Second, a moving average component, which accounts for past forecasting errors. And third, an integrated component, which basically handles data that exhibits an overall upward or downward trend over time. The logical workflow to execute this in code is incredibly straightforward. First up, you call sm.tsa.arima, passing in your time series data along with specific order parameters. This tells the model exactly how many past values, past errors, and differencing steps to use. Second, you call .fit to properly train the model on your history. And third, once it's fitted, you generate future forecasts using .forecast, specifying exactly how many future periods you want to predict. But, as you might guess, time series data isn't always just a straight line or a steady curve. A great many real-world time series exhibit what we call seasonality. This means regular, recurring patterns that consistently repeat over some fixed period of time. Think about retail sales. They spike every single December, absolutely without fail, and this brilliantly illustrates the concept of seasonality in a highly tangible way. So, before you even try to fit in a RIMA model, best practice dictates that you check for these seasonal patterns. Statsmodels provides tools for this using seasonal_decompose. This function takes a given time series and separates it out into its overall trend component, its seasonal component, and its residual or noise component. This allows you to clearly visualize exactly how each element contributes to your overall data. Let's jump into Section 5, Real-World Business Testing. Let's ground all this theoretical statistics in a highly relatable ROI problem. Imagine you're working at Uplatz. You are tasked with a high-stakes business question. Which specific marketing channels genuinely drive course enrollments? You've got social media spend, search ad spend, email marketing spend, but which one is actually moving the needle? And which one is just throwing money into a void? So the crucial point is how hypothesis testing in Statsmodels rigorously solves this exact Uplatz dilemma without any guessing. You'd use Statsmodels' OLS regression to model the relationship between your various marketing spend variables and your resulting enrollment numbers. Then you pull up that detailed dot summary output we talked about earlier. By examining each individual marketing channel's p-value, you can statistically determine which channels have a real measurable effect on enrollments, as opposed to just appearing to have an effect purely due to random chance. Let's wrap things up with Section 6, Choosing Your Tools. This decision represents a meaningful choice you'll likely need to make repeatedly throughout your career. Here is the framework. Choose scikit-learn whenever your primary goal is accurate prediction on unseen data, and you don't necessarily care about understanding exactly why your model works the way it does. On the flip side, choose Statsmodels whenever you need to understand and rigorously explain the underlying relationships present directly within your data, or whenever you're working directly with time series data. But hey, our journey into time series isn't quite over yet. While Statsmodels provides incredibly powerful, statistically rigorous tools, using them effectively does require a considerable amount of statistical expertise. So, in our very next explainer, we are going to cover profit. It was created by Facebook specifically to make high-quality time series forecasting much more accessible, even if you don't have a deep statistical background. Before we go, I want to leave you with this final thought. Are you settling for just predicting your data, or are you ready to statistically prove exactly why it behaves that way? Statsmodels empowers you to find the truth in your data, not just the trend. If this explainer helped clarify the difference between predictive machine learning and rigorous statistical modeling, make sure you're subscribed because we still have 24 more packages ahead of us in this series. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive, and I will see you in the next explainer.